In today's video, we will learn how to configure dashboards in Grafana with our Pandora FMS monitoring data. This will be based on the most standard case, with a Pandora FMS installation based on the official ISO and the default Grafana installation. This means that if your installation was performed in a custom route, you will have to adjust the paths to the directories that we show you. And finally, before starting, make sure to allow communication through HTTP or HTTPS between your web browser, Grafana, and the Pandora FMS console. In this example, communication will be direct by HTTP, but check your proxies, firewalls, or SSL certificates if you have communication problems and you have a somewhat more complex environment. And now it is time to start with the guide. First, download two files from the official Pandora FMS library, an extension for your Pandora FMS console and a plugin for your Grafana. Here you have the link to the library in the video description. Start with Pandora FMS extension. Load it from the console through the menu Admin Tools, Extension Manager, Extension Uploader. Select the extension zip file to upload it and click on Upload. This task would be equivalent to unzipping the zip file manually in the Pandora FMS console extensions directory, whose default path would be /var/www/html/pandoraconsole/extensions. In fact, if you check this directory, you would have to see a folder inside it called Grafana. This extension has an htaccess file that is in charge of formatting data query URLs to the format required by Grafana, but in Pandora FMS ISO configuration these files are ignored. That is why in most installations you will have to modify the Apache configuration to enable them. Just edit the /adc/httpd/conf/httpd.conf file and replace the allow override none parameter by allow override all within the directives of the /var/www/html block, since it is where the Pandora FMS console is located. Edit the /etc/php.ini file to set the serialized precision parameter with the value -1. If this parameter does not appear in your file, add it at the end. Once these modifications are done, restart the Apache service for the changes to be applied. Now that Pandora FMS related elements are ready, let's go with Grafana. Upload the plugin zip file that you downloaded to your Grafana server at the /var/lib/grafana/plugins path. In that same path, unzip it and restart the Grafana service so that it loads the plugin. You may then configure your Pandora FMS as data source for Grafana. Access the Grafana menu, Configuration, Data Sources, and click on Add Data Source. You will see different plugins that you can configure, and at the bottom of the list you will see the one you just loaded for Pandora FMS. Click on it and this will take you to a form where you have to fill in 3 fields. For the first one, indicate the URL to the Pandora FMS extension, which following the suggestion of the field itself will only be used to specify the IP of the console. For the second one, indicate the Pandora FMS user by means of which you will obtain the data. This user must have at least agent read permissions, AR, and can only obtain data from those agents on which it has permissions. And for the third one, enter the password of the Pandora FMS user. Once these fields are completed, click on Save and Test to make sure the plugin works. In the event of a failure, check the data you entered in the form and test the URL and the credentials, although it is also possible that network intermediate elements might be the source of the problem. As the causes could be very diverse, if this integration poses a problem, visit Pandora FMS forum to help you. But anyway, usually at this point you would already have everything configured. Just start creating dashboards in Grafana. Let's see how the plugin works with an example. First go to Create, Dashboard and click on Add Query in the board. Here choose as data source the Pandora FMS plugin and then configure your first query. Here choose as data source the Pandora FMS plugin and then configure your first query. Each query included in a dashboard will point to the data of a specific module, which you can locate using the fields group to filter the agents, agent to filter the modules, and module to choose a module. The tip field will allow you to specify whether the data to be represented are compacted or not. If unchecked, the data will be compacted, which will result in easier to interpret and faster loading graphs, although the data sample will not be the actual one, but rather an average. This can be best appreciated when the data samples are for very long periods of time, such as 6 months. And the label field will allow you to give a customized name to the data when they are displayed on the dashboard. If you noticed, when the tip field is unchecked next to the label, you see average to specify that the data is compacted. And that's it for this video.